Good morning. I am Juan Martinez. I'm a former professor of history of Mexico in high school. And this in front of us is the sunrise over the valley of Mexico. Let us say plateau of Mexico. Since the expert says since we are higher than 2,200 meters above the sea level, they said we're a plateau. In any case, the Valley of Mexico is the hometown, is the home city of more than 24 million people. One of the largest cities on earth. But the beginning of this city was very humble. The beginning started by 1325 when a group of immigrants arrived from the north. They called themselves Aztecs. What that means, Aztec? Well, they say that they came from a mythical place called Aztlan, A-Z-T as in Tom, L-A-N, Aztlan, which means place of herons. And that's why they call themselves Aztecs. They arrived because the god of them spoke to the leader Tenoch and said, go to the south. I have a wonderful land for you, flowing milk and honey. And to get it, you have to walk to the south. And you have to follow me. I'm going to be ahead of you as an eagle, a royal eagle. And I'm going to show you the promised land by standing in a cactus plant called prickly pear and fighting and eating a rattlesnake. When you see me in that symbol, with this symbol, stay there because I'm going to make you rich and powerful. The Aztecs walk. According with many historians, they walk 52 years or 104 years, or even other historians says longer than that. But finally, by 1325, they arrived to the lake. This valley, which is occupied today by Mexico City, used to be a lake. And this lake no longer exists, but this lake was inhabited. I mean, the shores of the lake were inhabited by thousands of people. And they went to the middle. They went to the middle of the lake where it was a small island, and on that small island, finally, after so many pains, they saw the eagle with a snake on the cactus, and they started the construction of their city. They brought from the north weapons that they didn't exist in this part of the country, bow and arrows. And soon they conquer everybody in the shores of the lake, and they have to pay taxes to the Aztecs. Later, they send their armies beyond those mountains you see in the distance, and brought slaves and more tributes and more taxes that they have to be paid to the Aztecs, and they started the construction of a wonderful city that was called Mexico, Tenochtitlan, because the leader who brought them to the valley, to the lake, was called Tenoch. Finally, in less than 100 years, they conquer everybody in the country. And for another 100 years, they receive taxes, tributes coming from all over the country. It is said that at the time of the Spanish arrival in 1519, 20 million people paid taxes to the Aztecs, and they became the richest city ever existed, and the biggest city in those days existed in the planet. It is said by the historians that the population were 200,000 plus 100,000 floating population that came to visit, came to make business, came to sell, came to buy. But something happened. The Spanish arrived, headed by Cortés, and the slaves who had to pay taxes to the Aztecs, instead of following the Aztecs to help them against the invaders, against the newcomers, they joined the newcomers. They joined Cortés, and all together made a coalition and defeated the Aztecs. And the Aztecs, in that case, became slaves of the Spaniards. It's a wonderful history. Mexico has plenty of history, and I tell you more in future videos I'm going to send to you. For the moment, I said I am Juan Martinez, and I can be your tour guide. Come to Mexico. Anybody listening to me, anybody looking to me, please come to Mexico. This is a wonderful country. We have popular art, we have Aztec art, we have archaeology, we have colonial art, we have rivers, we have lakes, we have beaches, we have deserts, whatever you want, we have it in my country. Come to Mexico. Thank you.